We welcome you inside the Charleston Coliseum here in the state capital city of West Virginia as the NFHS Network brings you exciting live streaming coverage of the 2022 West Virginia High School Boys State Basketball Tournament. Today's game is being produced by Video Productions in conjunction with the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and is presented by your local Little General Stores. Greetings from Charleston, along with two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Boland, and our great crew of Mark Barton. Delighted to have you with us for coverage of this West Virginia Boys State Tournament. We are getting set to bring you Game 1 on Day 2 of the tournament, and it's a Class AAA showdown. The number 3 seed, Fairmont Senior, in at 21-3, going up against number 6 seed, Herbert Hoover, entering at 19-6. Bob Boland, two programs that were in the state tournament a year ago, or I'll say 10 months ago, because the state tournament was in May because of COVID. Dave Retton's Fairmont program knocked off by Winfield in the opening round, and it was very unfortunate for Hoover. Many of its key players could not suit up due to COVID issues. They took on a very good Shady Spring team that won it all. Both programs back very hungry to advance to semifinal round on Friday.
Oh, both teams are ready to go, excited to go. And, Mark, one thing I look at in this game is the contrasting style. The Fairmont Polar Bears, they like to push the ball inside to the two big guys, Eric Smith and Deshaun Good. And then Herbert Hoover's going to try to spread out the defense of Fairmont and shoot three-pointers and drive gaps. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup.
Well, we look at this Fairmont senior basketball team, several outstanding players, one of which is 6'6" junior Deshaun Good. He had 22 points, 9 rebounds, Bob, in a regional championship win over Robert C. Byrd, and just a guy that, without a doubt, according to head coach Dave Retton, is the most improved player on the team and maybe the best player on the team.
Oh, Deshaun Good's having a tremendous season, and Dobbs at the guard position can really play. And, they're going to get some open threes tonight because Herbert Hoover is going to play a tight 2-3 zone and try to pack it in against them. So Fairmont's going to have to make some outside shots to spread out the Hoover defense, but this is going to be a tremendous chess match here.
All right, let's talk about Herbert Hoover. Josh Stricker, this will be the third time in school history that Herbert Hoover has made it to the state tournament. So Josh Stricker, a Hoover grad, getting the Huskies here for a second straight year. Last time they were here, Josh Daniel was the head coach of Herbert Hoover. But when you talk about this Husky team, one guy they didn't have in that state tournament round a year ago was Devin Hatfield. This time they will have the senior standout. He's going to play football at the University of Charleston, but he's equally as good on the basketball court.
Oh, averaging 15.2 points per game, can shoot the ball, really athletic, driving it to the basket. Hoover's going to try to spread Fairmont out and beat them off the dribble, and that's what they're going to have to do, and they're going to have to make some three-point shots to win this game.
Hatfield is certainly a guy that makes them go, and another standout. Best shooter on the team, and his average shows it, Eli Robertson.
Yeah, averaging 16.3 points per game. A sniper, shoots it from deep, knocks them down.
Well, this is the first game of day number 2, and this is the second state tournament with the Quad A class. So today, all 4 Class AAA quarterfinal round games will be staged, along with 2 more AA games. 2 AA games were yesterday, and 4 Class Single A encounters. We did the morning session. They were great games. Look for much of the same here with the 3 we got, starting with this Hoover-Fairmont matchup.
Partner, how do you do that without a note? You lost me. My goodness, you did the whole bracket. Yeah, Mark, I'll follow that with we have an exciting day of basketball.
No doubt. And we got Polka and Ravens, who we showed there that AA bracket. They'll meet on Friday in one of the semis, and then we'll get the other semi settled here today. Well, Fairmont and Hoover, they played in the first round of the playoffs. Number 16 seed Fairmont knocked off number 1 seed Hoover, went on to win a championship. Hoover maybe wanting to answer that here in the state tournament. We'll return, bring you the players, and introduce the coaches. That's coming up here on the NFHS Network.
Hi, I'm Elena, and a little little thing I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is the barbecue sauce. There's something in that sauce when it meshes with the chicken and the bacon and the bread all together. I mean, it is like an explosion of flavor.
Hi, I'm Rashard, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the cheesy goodness at the bottom. The way that it combines with the crispy baked layer at the top is like that added flavor, that extra jazz to it. Once the fork reaches my mouth, that's it.
At Dutch Miller Auto, the time is now to get into the vehicle you want. Dutch Miller currently has the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles with an amazing inventory starting below $300 a month. Have a trade-in? There's never been a better time to get more than right now, as Dutch Miller is giving up to 30% above fair market value for any trade-in. Don't see the vehicle on our lot you want? Then ask about the Dutch Miller Advantage, which means you can order the vehicle you want, the way you want it, faster. Only at DutchMillerAuto.com.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Back in the Charleston Coliseum, time to head over to the daytime voice and afternoon voice of the Charleston Coliseum, the great Frank Blake.
The WVSSAC reminds you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when proper respect is accorded to all. Please let your good sportsmanship show during this morning's game. Now, this is a Class AAA championship contest. Let's welcome the Herbert Hoover Huskies. Let's welcome the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. Now let's meet Herbert Hoover's head coach, Josh Stricker, going to center court to meet with Fairmont Senior head coach, David Retton. For Herbert Hoover, assistant coaches, Terry Jarrett, Zach Knoll. Assistant coaches for Fairmont Senior, Frank Scubas, Jason Morris, and Dave Blair. We ask the support staff to join your coaches. For Herbert Hoover, Jackson Bailey, Ian Elmore, Dylan Farrell, Logan Mills, and Stephanie Clark. Support staff for Fairmont Senior, Brian Cole, Eli Brady, and Sarah Nance. And now, let's meet the squads. For Herbert Hoover, 00, Sam Phillips. For Fairmont Senior, number 2, Pharaoh Fields. For the Huskies, number 1 is Donovan Brown. For the Polar Bears, number 22, Amarion Walker. For the Huskies, wearing number 2, Elijah Saunders. For the Polar Bears, number 10, Connor Gower. For Herbert Hoover, number 4 is Wes Miller. For Fairmont Senior, number 20 is Lane Kidd. The Huskies, number 5, Braden Jones. The Polar Bears, 00, Jaleel Law. Herbert Hoover's number 22 is Levi Paxton. Fairmont Senior's number 21 is Latique Williams. For the Huskies, 23, Garrett Wentz. For the Polar Bears, number 12, Andre Grant. And for Herbert Hoover, number 25 is Grant Smith. For Fairmont Senior, number 14, Hayden Jones. Now we turn to the starting lineups. For Herbert Hoover, 6'1", a senior, number 10, Devin Hatfield. For Fairmont Senior, 6'7", senior, number 24, Eric Smith. For the Huskies, at 6'2", a senior, number 12, Dylan Paxton. For the Polar Bears, a 5'11", senior, number 5, Joe Urim. For Herbert Hoover, at 6'3", a freshman, number 13, Dane Hatfield. Fairmont Seniors, 5'9", senior, number 1 is Dominic Vianney. For the Huskies, 6'4", a senior, number 20, Trevor Rager. For the Polar Bears, 6'6", junior, number 11, Deshaun Good. And for Herbert Hoover, 6'3", junior, number 24, Eli Robertson. For Fairmont Senior, 6'4", sophomore, number 4, Zychaeus Dobbs. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to stand now as we honor America. The colors are being presented this morning by the St. Albans High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC. The purpose of Junior ROTC is to provide leadership education by strengthening character with the teaching of discipline, the responsibilities of citizenship, community service, and physical fitness. Commanding the color guard and carrying the national colors is Cadet Captain Eli Scarborough. The Marine Corps colors are carried by Cadet Corporal Sheena Workman. The rifle bearers are Cadet First Lieutenant Evan Hartwell and Cadet Private Nick Nide. Performing the national anthem this morning is the Williamstown Chamber Ensemble, directed by Kimberly Hunt. Our singers are Elena Hull, Sarah Neiswanger, Luke Taylor, Emma Stahl, Taylor Sams, Jonah Antill, Tyler Melvin, and Allison Piles.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were still gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Job by the Williamstown High School Chamber Ensemble. We're getting set for Fairmont Senior and Herbert Hoover. AAA quarterfinal round game. It's coming up on the NFHS Network.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
To wear the blue and gold, you have to stay prepared. That's why we shop at Little General Stores, the place we can always count on when overtime hits.
The LG family works hard to ensure your daily needs are covered by offering ways to fill up both on and off the court.
The best snacks, along with a friendly staff, makes LG the place to be. Trust us, your essential needs are covered.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Oh, and by the way, tell them Coach sent you.
Ready to go, Bob Bolin. We were talking during the break. What a crowd.
Great crowd this morning, and it's only going to get better as the day goes on.
No doubt about it. We're going to have that battle coming up. Bluefield and Wyoming East, another AA game. It'll be their 4th meeting of the season. And we're going to see Logan and Scott once again. But right now, all eyes on the blue-clad Huskies of Herbert Hoover, the white-clad Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. Hoover has won 9 in a row, and Fairmont Senior has won 5 straight. Ball in the air, and we are off and running. Sean Andrews, John Badgley, Russell Maston are the officials for this game. And Herbert Hoover back to full strength this season. Nice backdoor cut. Shot no good, though, by Eli Robertson. And here come the Polar Bears on the attack. And down low, get it into the hands of Zykeus Dobbs. And the son of Dion Dobbs, former Fairmont senior Marshall grade, has the first bucket of the game.
Zykeus Dobbs cutting through. Great move. Herbert Hoover set up a beautiful backdoor, not able to score off the initial one.
He's just a sophomore, Bob.
Wow.
Eli Robertson with it. Gets it out to Dylan Paxton.
Well, not put together like a sophomore, is he?
No, he is not.
He looks like a senior.
Of course, his older brother Zion playing there for the hometown school, Fairmont State University. Devin Field on the move. Kick it into the corner. Shot by